Do you wanna do a collab? Come on, let's talk and write. I've almost never talked to you before, so message me some more. It's not like you're too busy. We could be best buddies, so let's review a really cool episode.
Dibs.
Whoa!
Dibs! Maud Pie, the mystery sister first seen in Pinkie Pride.
But she was first mentioned in Pinkie Pie and the Rockin' Ponypalooza Party.
Wait, when?
Start of Chapter 5. Though they don't refer to her by name. Pinkie's parents state that she has an older sister just after they say the older sisters are named Marble and Limestone.
So we have Maud, Marble, Limestone, and Pinkie. You know, I always wondered about that naming versus nurture debate in Equestria.
So, the episode first starts when the main six are in Sugar Cube Corner, when Pinkie gives them loads of rock candy to eat, as well as talking with them about her sister Maud.
She taught me the Pie Family rock candy recipe, and she showed me how to string the pieces to make them into a necklace. And once we were done, we trade.
These little crayon drawings Pinkie uses to explain the history of her relationship with her sister are certainly a cute way to show this exposition. What is it?
Sorry, having a bad flashback. I also enjoy the crayon look, yet this scene reminds me of how they introduced Shining Armor. Instead of a catchy song, we have nice visuals. Problem is, I took a disliking to Shining Armor because he never developed beyond that introduction song.
Well, it certainly looks like the staff has learned their lesson, considering Maud was subtly shown in Pinkie Pride, preparing us for the fact that she would star in an episode soon.
Very true. And unlike Shining Plothole, this episode is genuinely dedicated to her interacting with not only her sister, but the rest of the main six as well.
Shining plot hole. Sorry.
Hey, if I can make someone snort, it's a good day.
Indeed.
Our heroines gather their pets for full introduction, and just from this scene, you can tell that this episode isn't going to be high-end fantasy or out-of-this-world setup. It's a character piece that's a lot more relatable. A good balance after a conversation with a three-headed monster.
Yep, I must say, as much as I enjoy the action, fantasy-oriented episodes, the ones that focus on characters and their interactions with one another can be just as amazing, and even more emotionally powerful if done correctly. But back to the episode, more specifically on Rarity. What the heck has happened to her fashion since this season? Just look at that hat. It's a crime against all we know and love.
So you're not a fan of the stratified look?
Ugh, well, at least it's not as bad as the atrocities she created in Rainbow Falls. Ugh.
Maud is taking her time. The first hint that she's a much different kind of pie from Pinkie. And I think this is something that caught the fans off guard. The episode summary simply said that Maud wasn't what they expected, and it seems a lot of fans were expecting hostility or pride or anything except...
Sedimentary.
that.
Aw, yeah, Maud is awesome. Her personality certainly was not what we were expecting, just as you were saying, but I am really glad for that. It would have been so terrible if Maud had just been another mean old friend like Gilda. But no, instead she was just her own pony, and that's what makes her really interesting.
Opinions on Maud seem to make or break this episode. I've seen a lot of fans take a disliking to her because she's so neutral while the others celebrate her. Some compare her to Raven from Teen Titans or Daria. Anime fans have mentioned that she fits a pretty common archetype, the quiet, seemingly emotionless types that usually have a surprise tucked away. Now I enjoy Maud because she plays off the other characters so well.
And what is the delightful frock you're wearing now saying?
It doesn't talk. It's a dress.
Makes me laugh every time.
I honestly think that Maud may have been a funnier character than Pinkie has been in a while. Hey, it's just my opinion, but I really do think that Maud's deadpan nature is a bit more hilarious than Pinkie's over-the-top characteristics. I laughed a lot watching this, while I was kind of cringing at Pinkie.
Yet, I wonder if it's because of Pinkie's over-the-top nature that Maud stands out so well. As we see Maud interacting with the others and Pinkie going 5 kinds of hyperactive, the contrast itself is pretty fun. I doubt Maud would be able to stand out as a character if she were with anyone other than Pinkie.
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth. Get away from her, you bitch. Whoa.
Okay, that last one actually fit pretty well.
Huh, I guess you're right. With Pinky there, the contrast was certainly more obvious, and therefore more funny. Though I still like Maud's form of humor better, the fact that Pinky's there alongside her really enhances the episode.
Though I doubt the main five would agree, since they're pretty put off by her lack of reactions and sometimes her unique perspective.
Rock. You are a rock. Gray. You are gray. Like a rock. Which you are. Rock.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Then would you like to hear my rendition of something I found on my hoof this morning?
Sure?
And thus I flick thee away. And it's interesting to note throughout the meetings, Pinky was not aware of any awkwardness, which may be why she's so close to Maud. It's the same kind of obliviousness we saw in Philly Vanilli, yet in a positive way. You have to be Gilda levels of unpleasant to get on Pinky's bad side, and even then she tries to put a positive spin on things. Pinky doesn't have expectations beyond making friends and will accept anyone. The flip side is that tactfulness really isn't part of the deal. Once again, it's a character's strength being tied to a weakness. Funny thing about Maud.
What?
She reminds me of one of my best friends. When there's an opportunity to exchange gifts or give a surprise, he usually doesn't react with any visible enthusiasm. And much like Maud, it's really a case of expectation versus acceptance. There's no rule that an individual has to react a certain way.
Maud reminds me of my cat.
I'm sure my friend would be thrilled to hear that. Yo, we were just talking about you. Yeah, surprise is in short supply, but anger is abundant. But as the tour to awkward ends, Pinky's friends admit that they don't feel right performing a family ritual as a sign of friendship, which I gotta say is very honest of them.
That's for sure. Usually in cartoons like this, the main characters just lie their way out of tight spaces like this, which I never really liked. I appreciate how in this cartoon the main six are honest with Pinky. I also like how it's Applejack who finally admits it. Way to show your element, girl!
But as Fluttershy showed us, doing the right thing may not be the happiest event. Pinky literally deflates over the news, and the others retreat to the library to consider what to do next. And Pinky's depression lasts less than a minute as she bounces back to reveal Fox's new reality show.
Whoa, that looks amazing! Although I must admit swimming through applesauce looks pretty disgusting. Anyway, as Pinky demonstrates this mishmash of pony interests, she becomes stuck on the rock side of doom, and the precariously placed boulder at the top of the pile begins to fall straight towards her. Yikes! And then, as the rock is about to hit her... Oh my Celestia. That was awesome!
And with this act of sheer crushing power, Maud puts herself on the solo heroine board. We've got Twilight earning points for her role with the Ursa Minor and blocking a flood. Applejack scores for averting a cow stampede and rescuing a cart full of elderly ponies. Fluttershy's keeping pace for helping save Rarity and the Breezies. But Rainbow Dash has the clear lead from saving Rarity, the Wonderbolts, Rarity, and Spike, and several rescues from mysterious Mare-do-Well. Pinky's on the board for the construction site rescue. And Rarity, well, I'm sure she cheers a lot. And Spike isn't even in this episode. Again.
Who cares? Spike sucks.
To be fair, it does bug me that Spike doesn't have any scenes with Maud. He is Pinky's friend, even if he's not a big fixture of the clique. Plus, his character definitely won't improve if he's not allowed more screen time.
Point taken. Proceed.
Back to Maud's super strength, a lot of fans seem to claim that this is a special talent for Earth ponies, and I don't agree. I don't think every Pegasus can perform a sonic rain boom, or that any unicorn could match what Twilight has accomplished. This seems to be a power unique to Maud, who can grind stones for a snack. You might call it her God Maud.
I like to think that Earth ponies do have greater strength and plant-growing powers compared to other ponies, but I have to agree that I don't think that just any Earth pony can hurl a rock so far and with such strength that it can create a nuclear rock explosion. Speaking of which, are we sure that no pony was hurt in that huge explosion?
Ew.
Anyway, Maud then comforts Pinkie in a very well done scene, showing her concern for her sister. It's very heartwarming that her sister almost being hurt is what gets her to show some emotion and really open up. Aww.
But Maud decides to leave Ponyville and go home for a spell, and since Pinkie may never see her sister for a good while, she tags along. And somehow, someway, Twilight and company get there first?
Well, Twi is a princess now. Perhaps she got some of those Pegasus guards to carry them all in one of those flying chariots.
And we couldn't see that on screen? Wait, no. I'm not going to get on my Princess Twilight high horse this time. I'm not surprised that Maud didn't react to meeting an alicorn and leaving without any form. That's very in character for her. Like you say, the little acts of kindness or affection stand out way more because of her persona.
And now the main five admit that while they may not share a whole lot in common, the friendship they share with Pinkie is what can really bring them together. How cute! Aww.
So we get the group making rock candy necklaces for their new friend, and sorry ladies, Rainbow wins this craft show.
Obviously, best horse wins again.
And we learned that Maud doesn't like candy any more than she likes winning, bright colors, or blinking. But she loves Pinkie, and while she may not eat the candies, she hasn't thrown a single one away.
Damn, I think my DAW meter exploded. Well, looks like I can never react to cuteness again. Can you do anything, Dr. Silver?
Let's run a test. What's your reaction to this image?
It's too much!
Dang it. This is why I can never get a medical license. In the end, this is a very simple, straightforward episode that hits all the right notes. The characters are great, the humor is there, and while Maud may have suddenly appeared with minimal introduction, this episode really does make her part of the world, and I'm glad. Other fans may not go for her character, yet as a fun contrast to Pinkie, I think she still works.
Yes, good episode indeed. One of my favorites. Sure, there were some slight problems, but Maud made up for them entirely.
So, should I call an exorcist or Dr. Frankenstein?
As long as you don't call the Ghostbusters, I'm fine, darling. More tea, please?
Sure, I'll just go murder a bag of Earl Grey. Oh yeah, the next episode stars Sweetie Belle. She's always good for a cuteness factor.
To be honest, the costumes were the best part.
I'm going down. Sheesh, we're dropping like flies today. Oh, no. I've dodged you for more than half a season, buddy. I'm not cashing it in now. I'm Silver-Quill. Thanks for watching.
And I am Ink Rose. Goodbye, darlings.